having a ball at Disney's House of Mouse. Coming up next.
And then, it's the Santa Claus brothers. The Clauses are heading your way. The Santa Claus brothers are coming up next.
Yeah, and then we're heading to the Tipton Hotel with the sweet life of Zach and Cody.
Next, you have only one chance to see Dr. Dolittle on Disney Channel. Starring Raven from That's So Raven. Dr. Dolittle, one time only. Premieres next, here on Disney Channel. Wow, this doctor can talk to animals. Eddie Murphy and Raven star in Disney Channel's premiere of Dr. Dolittle, followed by an encore presentation coming up next.
Next, he's trying his best to get home. Will he make it? Mole's Christmas is next.
Then stick around for Disney's House of Mouse. Coming up next, we're decking the halls with Mickey, Donald, and Goofy in Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. Mickey and Friends are back. The world television premiere of Mickey's Twice Upon a Christmas is next.
Then watch That's So Raven after that. Disney Channel's original comedy series, That's So Raven, is next.
Then be sure to stick around for 'Twas the Night after that. Get inside her head. Lizzie McGuire is next.
Then, is Christmas in trouble? Check out It Nearly Wasn't Christmas.
She's an average teen out on a not-so-mighty mission. Kim Possible is next.
Then it's the Disney Channel original movie, 'Twas the Night. Then stick around for That's So Raven after that. Homework is the least of their worries. Halloween Town's coming up next.
Then be sure to stick around for Lizzie McGuire after that.
Clap your hands and stomp your feet to these Bears country rhythm. The Country Bears is next.
And then it's Naturally Sadie.
You're watching Disney Channel.
Next, it's the Disney Channel original comedy, That's So Raven.
Then Cruella's selling spots again. 102 Dalmatians is after that.
Expect the unexpected gadget. Inspector Gadget 2 is next.
Then it's Dave and the Fam in Disney Channel's original animated series, Dave the Barbarian.
Stay right there, because class is in session with Halloween Town High next.
Then these twins have it sweet in The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. It's a comedy of psychic proportions. That's So Raven is next.
Then the gang from Halloween Town is back. Halloween Town High is after that.
Next, it's a big Halloween party. First watch Halloween Town 2, Calabar's Revenge.
Then the story continues with Halloween Town High right after that.
Halloween's every day in this town. Halloween Town is next.
Then stick around for Lizzie and Gordo in Lizzie McGuire after that.
See what's going on with Raven and Friends in That's So Raven next.
Then, get spooked for Halloween Town after that. Up next, travel to a town where every day is Halloween. Keep it right here for Halloween Town.
This
Trio of witches will have you in stitches. Keep it here for Hocus Pocus, up next.
Alakazam! Watch Hocus Pocus coming up next.
Then the twins are at it again. Tia and Tamara Mowry star in Sister Sister. Next, stir up some magic with Hocus Pocus.
Then stick around for Lizzie McGuire after that.
Up next is the Disney Channel original movie, Twitches.
And then check in with Raven and her visions of the future in That's So Raven.
It's a double dose of Hillary. First, it's Lizzie McGuire.
Then, before she was Lizzie, she was Wendy in Casper Meets Wendy. Next, before she was Lizzie, she was Wendy in Casper Meets Wendy.
Then watch Disney Channel's original animated series, Dave the Barbarian, after that.
Next, Trick or Treat. It's Disney Channel's original movie, Halloween Town.
Then get off the heezy with Disney Channel's original series, The Proud Family.
Prepare for a psychic experience. That's So Raven's coming up next.
Then Sister Sisters Tia and Tamara star in Disney Channel's original movie, Twitches.
Hey, George of the Jungle is back for another wild adventure. Check out George of the Jungle 2, coming up next. Peek into the future. That's So Raven's next.
Then sink your teeth into The Little Vampire after that. It's a comedy of psychic proportions. That's So Raven is next.
Then grab a vine and swing with George in George of the Jungle 2 after that.
Stay right there, because The Little Vampire is next.
Cool. And then we're catching up with Maggie. Craving some Raven? That's So Raven is next.
Then, before she was Lizzie, she was Wendy. Casper Meets Wendy is after that.
Hey, coming next to Disney Channel is Phantom of the Megaplex.
And then check in on Zach and Cody in The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Next, have a close encounter with a 3,000-year-old mummy in Under Wraps.
Up next, put on your dancing shoes and dance along with Molly. In Molly, an American Girl on the Home Front.
Next, she can flash in on the future. Catch up with Raven and That's So Raven.
Then the Prouds are moving and grooving island style in the Proud Family movie.
Disney Channel's original series, Lizzie McGuire, is coming up next.
Then, your wish is his command. Well, sort of. Watch A Simple Wish. Saturday on Disney Channel. One night, two movies. It's the ultimate showdown of good versus evil. Don't miss The Return of Jafar, followed by Aladdin and the King of Thieves. Saturday at 8/7 Central on Disney Channel. You don't know the half of it, but Pumbaa does. The Lion King 1.5 is coming up next. Then March Like a Lion with a special nighttime presentation of JoJo's Circus after that. The Cheetahs are back and better than ever. Don't miss a minute of all the singing and dancing in the Cheetah Girls 2 up next.
Next, it's a night of premieres. First, the world television premiere of The Lion King 1.5.
Then head to A Town of Heroes. Higglytown Heroes premieres after that.
It's A Town of Heroes. Higglytown Heroes premieres next.
Then be sure to stick around for an encore presentation of The Lion King 1.5.
Up next, it's the premiere of the Disney Channel original movie, Jump In.
And then head to Washington with Corey Baxter in the premiere of Corey in the House.
Hey, chill with the Prouds, because we're going along on their vacation in the Proud Family movie next.
Then it's time for some fire-breathing action in American Dragon Jake Long. Next, the Prouds are moving and grooving island style in the television premiere of the Proud Family movie.
Then sit back and chill, because we're rolling again with the encore presentation of the Proud Family movie. Hey, it's time for a little vacay. Take a trip with Penny and the rest of the Prouds in the Proud Family movie, coming up next. That's So Raven rolls on. There's more of the That's So Raven marathon up next.
And then don't miss the premiere of the Disney Channel original movie, The Cheetah Girls 2. She's out to save the world again. Disney's Kim Possible movie, So the Drama, is next.
Then check out the fire-breathing action in American Dragon Jake Long.
You're watching Disney Channel.
Next, go to Infinity and Beyond with Buzz and Friends in Toy Story 2.
Then stick around for American Dragon Jake Long after that, here on Disney Channel.